Hello everyone, I'm back with a new video tutorial. Today, we'll break down the player health, kill manager, and leaderboard manager scripts, which handle player health, damage, respawning, tracking kills, and displaying the leaderboard in our multiplayer game using Unity netcode. So let's get started. But first, we're going to create a UI for leaderboard panel and time panel. Simply right click on canvas, UI, and panel. Once you've created a panel, just simply name it leaderboard panel and place it wherever you want it to be. And under it, just right click it, create a UI, then legacy, then text. This is for the text that where leaderboard will appear. Next one is for the time panel. Under the time panel, create a text legacy. Just right click it and UI, legacy, then text. You need three text for it for the time winner rating. Now, let's go for the script. But first, we'll be starting for the player health. This script manages player health, takes damage, and handles responding. Here we have the variables, float my health. This stores the player health starting at 100 HP. Next one, we have the my spawner. This is a reference to the spawn manager, which helps respawn players after they die. Now we have the private enumerated find spawn manager method. This coroutine continuously searches for a spawn manager instance in the scene. Under it, there's a while statement, if statement. If spawn manager is missing, it logs an error and keeps searching every seconds until it finds one. Now for the start method, this starts the find spawn manager coroutine when the game begins. Next one, we have the take damage server RPC. This method runs on the server. It reduces player health and logs damage taken. Under it, if the player still has health, damage is subtracted. If the player's health reaches 0, they die. The kill manager is notified, increasing the killer's score. The player's health resets to 100 and they are respawned. Now for the next method, we have the request response server RPC. This method requests a response from spawn manager. Under it, if a spawn manager exists, it responds the player, otherwise it logs an error. Now we're going for the kill manager script. The kill manager script. This script tracks kills, manages the game timer, and determines the winner. We have here the variables, the player kills, store kills per players. The time remaining, it is a network variable, syncs across clients. And the game started and game over, track the game state. We have here the method onNetworkSpawn. It runs when the object is spawned, only the server executes this, clears previous game data and waits for players to connect. The next player, we have a check player count. This is the game start if the players is 2 and above. And we have here the private void start game sequence. This notifies clients with a start message before beginning. Next, we're going to the private void start game client RPC. Displays a countdown message on all clients. We have here the timer countdown, which is the game timer method. It counts down the game timer and ends the game when the time reaches 0. We have here the public void register kill. It adds kills to the killer score and updates the leaderboard. We have here the ending the game and determining winner, which is the private you long get winner, finds the player with the most kills. And private void endgame declares the winner and returns to the main menu after 3 seconds. Now for the show winner client RPC, this shows the player who wins on all screen. Next one is the return to main menu method. This sends all players back to the main menu after the game ends, and it shutdowns the network session. Next, we have the load main menu client RPC. This each client loads the main menu scene. Now, when you have the script of kill manager, find the UI manager and add it there in the inspector and add a component and add the kill manager script. Next one for the leaderboard manager script, we have here the public static leaderboard manager instance. This implements a singleton pattern to ensure only one leaderboard manager exists. Other script access it using leaderboard manager that instance. For the other variables, we have here the leaderboard text displays player kills. We have winner text. This shows the game winner. And next one is the timer text. It displays the countdown timer. And the next one is the start message text. It shows start messages, example waiting for players. And the last one is the private dictionary. This stores player kills in a dictionary. The key is YOLO. This is the player ID. And the value in is the kill count. Now we're going for the private void awake method. This ensures only one leaderboard manager exists. If another one is created, it won't override the existing instance. Next one is the start method. This displays waiting for players when the game starts. For the update leaderboard method, this stores the player skill count. If a player is not in the leaderboard, they are added. And it calls display leaderboard to update the UI. That's it for the next method, the display leaderboard. It clears the leaderboard and reveals the text UI. It displays all players' skill count. Next method is the show winner. It updates the winner UI with the message. Hides the message after 3 seconds. Next method is hide winner message. After 3 seconds, the winner message disappears. Now we're going to the update timer method. It formats the time as or SS. It updates the timer UI. Next method is the show start message. It displays a start message. For example, the game starting in 3 seconds and hides the message after 3 seconds. For the hide start message method, it removes the start message after 3 seconds. For the summary, the feature tracks player kills. It stores kill in dictionary you log in. It displays leaderboards, updates the UI with leaderboard text, have a winner announcement that shows player number who wins for 3 seconds, and a countdown timer that updates timer UI every second, and a game start message that displays game starting in 3 seconds. I will show you the kills and the leaderboard. As you can see, this is the waiting time. And here's the time for the game start. Here's the time that counts down. As you can see, here's the leaderboard. Whenever each player kills, the leaderboard appears. You will see that in each kill, the player kills adds a count. And you see the in the leaderboard, player 0 didn't appear because player 0 didn't kill. And let's try and see if player 0 kills player 1. It appears in the leaderboard. Now we're going to wait for the timer to show who wins the game. It just shows that the player 1 wins and it go back to the main. And that's it for this tutorial. We covered health, kills, and leaderboard using Unity Network. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.